been going so big,
Impact Wrestling.
so big, so
Yeah.
big.
So we've
We're
gone
gonna
from
bring
the
back-
WWE to the smaller company, and respectfully, when we say this, to the smaller company that is AEW, to the smaller company that is Impact Wrestling, to the smaller company, which has only got a few years to it.
We did it backwards.
Yeah.
We did it
Like, and this
backwards. We
guy
went from
remembers
large to
saying it.
we started WrestleMania, and now we're going to
Yeah. And the thing is, we've done, again, the areas, yeah? We've done the O2. We boosted up. We boosted up to Wembley Stadium. Then we went to the Walker Dome in Newcastle. We've left London. And guess what, guys? The journey continues out of London. Because you're now in my neck of the woods, baby. Hertfordshire, just outside of London. A small show. And my story always goes this way. When I first was moving here, I saw this poster. And I see a couple of wrestlers. And I'm like... I'm going to Money in the Bank. What do I care about this? Like, so casually. Like, I'd love to go one day, but not just yet. And every other month or something, I'm on the bus heading home or heading to work, and I'm seeing this poster. I'm like, is someone going to take this poster down? Stupid me did not realize that round the corner is every wrestling fan's dream. There is a wrestling show right on my doorstep. And I swear to you, I can walk it. It's about 4 bus stops away from me. That's how close it is, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. At this time, I then decide to do a bit of research. And I come across a gentleman by the name of Michael Oku, who we'll be talking about later. I watch one of his matches. I'm like, not bad. We will be talking about him a bit later on. And I keep looking and like, our final show of the year. I'm like, hey, couple of quid, win or lose. Let's do it. Guys, is everyone please be available on this day? I see clearly. But yeah, there's a show. And come across and enter Ignite Wrestling Pro. Now, the funny thing is, Den, who has done everything, who has been backstage, says, you guys are doing this stuff backwards. I've been telling you about indie show. And to his credit, I've even got a picture where I saw one when I used to live in Southwest London. Like, Den, is this the kind of show you're looking for? And you're like, yeah, that's exactly me. That show just didn't happen to come across. And he's like, yeah, indie show, but you guys are doing this backwards. Like, you've been front row and Impact. A man's been to WrestleMania. Why are we going to an indie show now? But we go. Now, as I say, we go in at ministry, at full ministry, plus the lady of the house. And I'm like, hey, this is it. And again, one of the things that happened around the time of Money in the Bank, I hear of a company called Hitting the Turnbuckle. I then find out that they're involved in this. Hitting the Turnbuckle is just promoting pods. And I'm like, you know, collaboration coming soon. That's all I thought at the time. Then I realized they're going to a show in my neck of the woods. And I'll be honest, as much as I wish I could have cheered as much as the rest of the crowd who have obviously been to more shows than we have, I was impressed at some of the talent that was there. I was really genuinely surprised. It's only hit me now that I've realized Nina Samuels has actually done NXT UK, which is a product I sorely miss. I really wish I'd done more attention to NXT UK. But the people that came out of there, some you could see are green, but still had talent. Others, there was a tag team match that I could dare say could have been on any company's show on a weekly basis. There was some severe talent in there. Again, I'm not even going to take Den's words, but he says it was Money in the Bank, Rumble, and everything in one. But I can honestly say, thoroughly impressed. Hitting the Turnbuckle and CJ, I'm just letting you guys know. I've said it in our review back then, and I'll say it now. We're in. You ain't losing us. February 4th, we're in. Yeah. We're in. Like, yeah, what a show. I was genuinely impressed.
It was so much fun, especially the fact that you saw these kids hanging around, this old lady. You're like, oh, it's like one of those, like a little library thing. Is that it just, when I mean small indie, like we're looking around like how much people? Oh, I say like 50, 70
I think they got to 200. They could get to 200.
There wasn't 200 there though. It was a small venue, small place, but the wrestlers, we got to the fact that with the indie show, which I was trying to push so along, is not only do you get to see some good wrestling, because even though they're learning, there's some really good wrestlers there that's seasoned, they're ready to go to the big leagues and just not been signed. Forget it, Will Ospreay was there. Daniel Daniel Bryan,
Bryan
I was
Danielson.
just saying that Brandon Danielson, Punk, Samoa Joe, all them lot was on indie scenes. So you see all these people making it big, they were all there. So like you get opportunity to see them, and then during the breaks, you get a chance to go meet them and talk to them and get merch. And it's not a meet and greet; it's just literally, do you want to buy this little poster for me just to make some money? And you did a great job. So we get to see some wrestlers that we you wouldn't get to see otherwise. But when you get to see them, it's like, oh, you're just amazing. And that match we talk about, which was a Money in the Bag tag team battle royal rumble thing, it was a crazy stipulation. I can't go into it, but because I can't remember it fully, but it was so entertaining. And
And the
us
right
being
man
heel,
won.
yep, us
Everyone
being
said
heel fans, we started cheering for the wrong person, and then having the kids, no, no. We got to go into the ring with those again with the wrestlers, take pictures all together. Everyone saw us walking in because these shirts remind you of something. Boom, we're all in there. Some reason I've got the belt, throwing it up. So we're doing our thing. It was an amazing experience. Just thank you, AJ, for putting us together. Because as I keep saying, I wanted to go to one, but I never pushed, and you brought it together. So bless you, brother.
It's an honor to be with my bros. Is what it's all about. Leon, your take on this moment that was Ignite Wrestling.
Again, my first indie show, but you know what? It was a riot. It was so enjoyable to watch. Like, so happy that it was right under your nose, right under your doorstep as well, AJ. That was good as well. And yeah, it just goes to show, in order to see a good show, it doesn't always have to be WWE. It doesn't always have to be AEW. You can still get a good product, with these indie shows. And what I found with HTTB is that they still had some good matches. There were wrestlers there, male and female, that could easily work in AEW or Impact TNA Wrestling, which is soon to become Impact, soon to become TNA Wrestling. They could work in any division, and this is the thing: when we support professional wrestling, we support all professional wrestling. And going to these shows, I would definitely go to another one. I would go to another two, three, four, five, because it was entertaining. Had that nice family environment as well. So the kids got in. It doesn't matter how old you were, you could get involved, whether you were old, whether you were young, whether you were middle. It doesn't matter. Like, you could get involved, and they still brought a very good show. There was still an atmosphere. And the most memorable moment for me is when the MOW got to step inside that squared circle and get pictures done. That was the top of the top moment for the Ministry of Wrestling. That was a very top moment for me, that we all got to go in the ring and have pictures done. We usually get pictures done, whether it be backstage, whether it would be in the meet and greets and stuff like that, but we actually got to go inside the ring. Maybe our first
I
ring that
know
we
at that
stepped in as
moment
well,
you
but
thinking you had one job. I know that's in your head, Tone. Leave her alone.
You know what? I totally forgot about that moment until you just mentioned it.
that was great. Like, and yeah, just for that, because they could have just said no. They could have just been like, take it on the ramp, take it outside the ring. They let us get into the ring, and I have to say, like, very thankful for that. Like, so yeah, thank you for that moment, AJ, and thanks to the promotion for allowing us to have those memorable moments.
Big Tone, Ignite for you.
Well, damn, man. Again, like I said, it's like everyone said, yeah, it's a lot of ours first indie shows. Yeah, so it was a very special moment, yeah, for like the majority of the ministry. Now going in there, like we didn't know what to expect, and for me, I always have tempered expectations anyway. I'm just here for a good time. I don't care how big or small it is, as long as we can get a bit of fun and entertainment out of it. And I tell you now, Ignite Wrestling is great. It's a great little afternoon / evening of fun. And think about if you're gonna go and spend about what, like 14, 15 pounds going to the cinema to see the latest blockbuster of this year. Yeah. You can like just put a tiny bit extra and just go in and see some live performances. Yeah, there was drama. There's anguish. There's a lot of storytelling, and like there's just energy, and like the intimate setting is one of the things that I like about these smaller shows. Yeah, because again, you start talking to people, you start doing chants, and they can hear everything you do. Like one of my most favorite parts of that night was when like somebody's tag team partner left him, and we all start singing all by ourselves.
Heel turn. Face turn, I think.
Don't have it. And then. What is this? Huh? What is this?
Rejection, brother.
Give me some time. Just for now. I'm done. He was on a break.
I myself don't wanna be all by myself.
All by myself. Yeah, that was hilarious, and like the little kids are looking at us. This was a very family-centric show, so we couldn't go too far with some of our regular chants that we did.
It was very PG. We did a lot of PG cheering.
Yeah, so it was PG ministry that day. Yeah,
But still heel ministry, which was awesome.
Oh, that the guy that was the dog guy.
Up and everything, and how it was, and how we like O'Neill said, we got to go in the ring, actually climbing in a wrestling ring for the first time was a special moment. And then going outside and just having conversations with some of these guys. And like, you know, some of these small indie stars, like they would have been like the Will Ospreay of today. Yeah, like they're tomorrow's Will Ospreay, man. Like they're gonna be here, there, and everywhere. And we you know, it's good to talk to them, get to know them. These are nice people, man, regular people. I remember us having a conversation with one of them about anime. Yeah,
that was Jackson Hart.
Like
Jackson Hart is
Jackson
he was
Hart.
the name I was about to bring up. Absolute gem of a guy. Look out for an interview with him in the very near future, guys. I've got some I've got some high hopes for him. I think he's a top guy.
He just went, the one that went off like anime. I can go about that all day, and then he went off. He went off, and we were outside just chilling.
The one you're talking about is Danny Izzet as well. Then he was a top guy.
Izzet impressed us. Like he was a heel, came out with like, yeah. Anyway, this is the first match. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, this Izzet guy can go. Yo, he's good. Just like,
was he the guy that cashed in at the end for the main event?
No, that's the Goddess Pain. Now this is another one.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
God is pain. When it's
This
over,
might
man.
be a little
Again, we're not supposed to be cheering for this guy, and we're not supposed to be cheering for him to come in and cash in his trophy that he won earlier in the night. However, that's exactly what we did. We're supposed to.
You don't have to do this, Rory! You don't have to do it! You do the prick! Oh! 1, 2, 3! Here is your winner! And our new Immerse Wrestling Royal Champion! The Temptator! Yeah. Cash in, pay. Bring the 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 pay. Bring that pain! 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 Now we got an interview, boy! Ignite champ! Ignite champ! Ignite champ! Ignite champ!
What's their long? Because again, they had like their resident top
So
guy.
I believe I do apologize, but I'm sure I've got the names right. Conor McRae was their longest, like 8-month champ or something.
So-
He's held it forever, and he was
Muay
taking
Thai
on
stuff.
Gene Money. Now Gene Money
Gene
is like
Money.
your
That's
ultimate face. Gene Money is actually in a match that should he lose, he can't get another title shot. The Ministry are wrongfully cheering Conor McRae, who's the ultimate heel, so much so that he wants to love what we're doing, tells us, shut up.
Drop that dog! Drop Nice. Yes. Told you can go. DQ. That's a DQ. DQ.
But yeah, I'll
But
let you
then,
take
like, to make matters worse, then like he actually, G Money gets the win. Everyone goes wild,
And we're like,
especially
cash it in.
actually like following. But then, like the Ministry, who've gone into heel mode by this point, start shouting, "Cash it in!"
Cash it
Because,
in. And
we're
because
in
the
love
guy's
with
name
this
is Adonis
Adonis guy,
Payne,
and we
we're like,
think,
bring
he's
the
just
pain,
great.
bring the
Bring
pain.
the pain.
Yeah, that's
Bring
it.
the
Bring
pain.
the pain. Yeah, and what happens? He comes
The
in,
pain was
he
brought.
cashes it in, he gets a huge ovation from us,
Smash.
and everyone's looking at us like these guys are a bunch of assholes.
Yo, we cheered. When he's looking off, he's like, bro, you're slapping. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point of Top Dollar, not Top Dollar, because he was on the dog guy,
G
Money.
Money.
G Money. At the end when we got us, I was like, man, you guys. I'm like, I'm so
That's the
sorry.
words from my mouth.
There's only two. And proud behind us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, bro. But it's like, no offense to you, but we're just
We
at age.
appreciate G Money, trust
We
me.
appreciate all the effort you're doing. And do you know what? Well done for keep it going. And sorry for if we messed you up at any point, but it made it more fun for us. And he's like,
We couldn't help it, but it was like Den said it. It was exactly that. We walk out, and because it's not just a group of friends. Again, I'm not bragging. This T-shirt has been places, guys, and it's being recognized more and more. Even at the end of All In, I forgot to mention there was a guy like, "Oh, Ministry of Wrestling." My friend, I'll be honest, I've not listened, but my friend told me you guys are a pod to follow. There's that. This one again. Let's show the picture one more time. They're throwing up the NWO sign because the minute we're going in for this group picture, they're like, "Oh my god, the NWO!"
yeah,
Yeah, they're doing the music. Now we come out again. Poor Gene Money's like, are you guys a faction? That's the last thing I want because it's just buried. The top face. The entire company is begging for this guy to not lose the title. And we're like, damn, he's going to win. Like, there's no way you're going to make the top face not win the title. The minute he wins it and we're all ticked, we're like, bring the pain, cash it in. We're just all over the place.
You know what? That was just as dastardly entertaining, yeah, as like Rey Mysterio winning the world title, yeah, and then Kane comes out and beats him.
No.
G-Money wins the belt, yeah. Everyone's like, yeah. MOW are like,
But
we made him like Seth Rollins. Imagine seeing Seth cash in that night, the biggest heist of the century. That was the same thing.
Yeah.
But what happened later with Payne? Yeah. Payne came out to us like, guys, you lot are amazing. Thank you so much. he was buzzing, like the fact that he was getting not just a chant, but we just being as loud, obnoxious people. We were being loud. Headaches was happening because when I go to shows, the more I cheer, I get headaches. So does Nico. But that doesn't stop us from cheering. It's like, yeah, Jalen, yay, yay. So it was.
We're gonna be there for the next one. Are we from this time?
February 4th.
February
4th. Payne has to be there.
He's got to be there. He's the champ. He's there.
He's a champ.
I don't know if Gene's there, but he's there for sure. I'm hoping Jackson's there. The HTTV title's on the line. Aluna's going to be back. I got to be honest. Shout out to Hitting the Turnbuckle. They know how to get their sponsorships. And they've got Adonis Payne. They've got Aluna. They're obviously they got their belt in there. Big up to you guys. But can I also say, look out for an interview, a collab with Hitting the Turnbuckle. CJ, the founder of Ignite Wrestling Pro. Half of the stars we met in there, we got to do. But when I say we're in, not only again, I brought a non-wrestling fan to a show.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, my birthday, not this birthday, the previous birthday was the night of Money in the Bank. She watched that and was like, I'm out, I'm all right, I'm going to bed now. Right? This show, she turns back at the intermission's like, pretty fun. Promised to come to the next show. It was so entertaining. I've also got my brother and his girlfriend to come. That's how much I believe in the indie product that is Ignite Pro Wrestling Pro. Big up to CJ for this one. And dare I also say, I've been following their journey. The tickets started to sell out in November. They had to add extra tickets for this February show. I don't know how they're going to squeeze us in, but I'm down for it. Like, yeah, I see big things for Ignite. So don't ignore us when we say that.
That's when you know a company is massive, when they're turning non-believers into believers. That's massive.
Yeah.
They say you want to jump from there to another indie show.
Just before you do, guys, if you've been to Ignite Wrestling Pro, comment below, let us know, and follow the ministry and do check them out. Right? That's the one.
Awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. You still got it.
Always watch your back.